Hi there, welcome to today's vlog. Yeah, you're right, 2 vlogs in 2 days. What's happening? I've got more time on my hands than I thought. Today's review is of the Daro Behroozi Syos mouthpiece that Syos sent me a few months ago. This was, I think, Mouthpiece 7 or Mouthpiece 8 in the Mouthpiece shootout, which you can go back and watch all up here. This one tied exactly with the T-Von Pennicott mouthpiece. It was a 50-50 split over which ones you guys voted for, so I put through the T-Von Pennicott one because I slightly preferred that one to this, but this is still a very, very fine mouthpiece. Now, compared... oh gosh, this could end badly, couldn't it? Compared to the 2 Syos mouthpieces that I've already reviewed, that's my version of the Syos mouthpiece and the T-Von Pennicott version. This one is definitely, according to what's on the Syos website, is designed to be brighter and more powerful. It's at the full end of the power section, as you can see on the Syos site, whereas the T-Von Pennicott, which is this one, is towards the darker side, a little bit more powerful, and mine is quite similar to the T-Von Pennicott in terms of those initial aesthetic designs, but kind of is slightly different, as you've seen, and as I've gone over on the review for the T-Von Pennicott, which is up here, and of course mine as well, which you can watch. So I guess what you're really interested in is trying to hear me play this. So 1 second. Now, I'd never heard of Daro before, which is, unfortunately, I do apologise for getting the name wrong. I know there are obviously some fans, so I was reading up this morning on what he's doing. Obviously, we've got a very different sound concept. What he does is great. It's not necessarily what I'm looking to do, but, you know, kind of that Lucky Chops kind of stuff. He kind of needs power. He's going up against the other brass instruments and the sousaphone and everything. Now, I'm not necessarily going to get the same kind of sound. Obviously, all I can do is play it as me, playing this particular setup. I'm going to be playing it with a D'Addario Select Jazz 3 M Reed on my Selma Mark 6. So I guess really we ought to play something on it. Well, the first thing I've had to do there is go back and turn the microphone down because it's absolutely destroying the mic on Logic. It's definitely got some power, this mouthpiece. it's very, very powerful, definitely cuts through like nobody's business. And I guess if I was doing more pop work, this might be something I'd be interested in getting my hands on. For me personally, it ain't going to be something I'm going to want to play. Far too bright for me in terms of my sound concept, but I can definitely hear and understand why Daro wants that for the kind of music he's playing in the settings that he plays. And if you're in that kind of vibe and you like his sound, it's definitely worth exploring. There's definitely all in there. Remember, you are more responsible for making the sound than the mouthpiece is and the saxophone is, but you know, you want the tools that can enable you to do it. And it definitely is a brighter sounding thing, as you've heard there. Lots of power to it. You know, I feel like the Altissimo register was so easy to play, incredibly easy to play, compared to, you know, I mean, my two are easy, but this was so easy to play. Reminding me a little bit of the mouthpieces I was playing in my early 20s, when everyone wants to play loud and wants to hear themselves, but they're sometimes a little bit difficult to control. That was a Barry Golden, like a 10-star opening. I like the concept of Syos and what they say, which is shape your own sound. And whilst it might be nice to buy one off the shelf of somebody if you're really not sure, try and sculpt your own and spend a bit more money and, you know, sculpt your own sound, be your own person. The beauty of today is that, you know, everyone's got a voice. You know, you can stick it on YouTube and, you know, and things like that. Maybe people might like it and subscribe and those kind of things. You never know. So that's the conclusion of all my tenor mouthpieces that I've done for Syos that they've sent me. There was my own personal one. There's a T-Bone Pennicott. There is this one for the tenor. There is my soprano mouthpiece and my alto mouthpiece. I'm really looking forward to going to visit Syos and take the cameras with you and let you guys see around there at the end of June, so that'll be really exciting. I need to get outside and get some sunshine. For me, the best judge of any business is its customers, and I think as a teacher, the best judge of any teacher really are the students, and that's why I'm so proud to be posting these wonderful testimonials by my students to my Instagram page. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, it's at Forshaw Jazz. I love this one. Yesterday I posted from Adam, who's one of my adult students, who said I was one of life's natural teachers, but that it allowed him to unleash his inner Coltrane. I thought that was a great line. And Simon, who's heading off to music college this summer, has said I've been such an inspiration to him and have opened up new things for him, which is amazing. It's really, you know, I think go and read them. I don't want to say any more about that. Go and read them, because let the students talk for themselves. I don't need to tell you those. The other thing I'd like to do is Throwback Thursdays. Today is my sister's birthday, my little sister's birthday. I'm very conscious that it's also my birthday on Sunday, so I'm going to be careful about which pictures I put up of her, because I'm sure she'll have some quite embarrassing ones of me that she might share with everybody on Sunday. Reminds me a little bit there of the Winston Churchill line, blood, sweat and tears. Certainly sweat, a little bit of blood, sadly from my nosebleed, and lots of tears, because I realised last night that, of course, a recital has got to be a full hour long, and I only had a programme that was about 25 minutes, and I wasn't going to improvise for 40 minutes solid in a classical recital, so delving through some of the books. I was going to do the CPE Bach one anyway, which you've heard me play a few times, and Branford plays on one of his classical albums, but certainly some of the Bach Cello Suite. That other piece was a piece composed for me by my old music teacher called Blues Prelude by John Bowen. It's on my SoundCloud page. If you go below me, you can see the SoundCloud page. Anyway, I hope that's proved useful. No vlogs over the weekend. It's my birthday on Sunday. I'm going to be sailing. Saturday I'm gigging all day, got a full day gig, so I will see you next week. Hit me up with a Q&A vlog. Let's do a Q&A one next week, and then if I think of something good in the meantime, I'll check I'm not bleeding away. I'll see you soon. Don't forget to check out my last vlog here. This is what I was up to 2 years ago. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.